Hello, you may know me as the VidGame Reviewer, and I'd like to talk with you about something important. Important! The Nostalgia Critic. You see, none of what I'm doing these days I'd even be doing if it weren't for him. He inspired me to do my reviews on the internet, and for that I can't thank him enough. Now for the worst news ever to reach the internet. The Nostalgia Critic is over. The actual Nostalgia Critic himself, Doug Walker, has announced that he will no longer be doing Nostalgia Critic reviews. I ask that if you can, try to support Doug and all his new projects coming to Channel Awesome and on his site, thatguywithglasses.com. So, in honor of the first Nostalgia Critic review, enjoy.
This is the shit! Spoiler alert! So first, this kid named Nick watches his dad fight off this thing called the Division. And his dad's all like, "One day, son, the world will give you a Dakota Fanning." And so then the dad gets killed by the boss man of the Division. But it's okay, because Dakota Fanning is shouting exposition at us. She's all like, "The Nazis tried to make psychic soldiers. So like any good society, we tried to resurrect the Nazi project. And so this one girl takes this psycho wonder drug. And because this other chick dropped her marble, it got caught in the door, allowing her to escape." Bullshit. So that kid named Nick is a gambler in Hong Kong now. And he has psycho powers too. Except he can't roll a die without breaking a sweat. So the Division people show up at his house because they want to know where that girl is. So they can know where their drugs are. So they start sniffing all of his personal items. Not like that. It's because there's these things called sniffers. Okay, again, not like that. So then Dakota Fanning shows up and she's all like, "Here's the toothbrush, give me food." So they go off to this fish market where she tells him that she's a psycho too. I always knew it. And then these Hong Kong mob guys show up and they're all like, "We want to know where the girl is." Tough shit. But they're all psychotic too. So there's also this lollipop chick who was all like, "I can see how Dakota Fanning will die, but I will not influence it in any way until the end." So they're all like, "Wah!" And then Nick pushes Dakota Fanning to safety. So later, Dakota Fanning has a vision, and she sees where Nick is being almost dead. But he's not almost dead anymore. Cause this really bitchy British chick called a Stitch, she can heal people with her mind. So then that one chick from the Division place is captured by the Sniffers. But she can push people with her mind because she's psycho too. So she makes this one guy believe that he has a brother that he never had, and that other guy that was with him killed him. So he's all like, "Bam!" And so she escapes by hitting him with a caution wet floor sign. Wow, they should really make a caution. Girl with caution wet floor sign. So then the boss man of the Division tells that one sniffer guy the coolest line ever. He's all like, "Would you stake your life on that? Put the gun in your mouth and pull the trigger." And he actually does it! That is so awesome! I'm like, awesome, awesome, awesome! So then Nick and Dakota Fanning go and find this guy called a shifter. That means he can take a piece of paper with a 5 on it and turn it into $500. That is so awesome! So they go and see this sniffer chick and she's all like, "I don't trust you." "Yes, you do." "Yes, I do." So they finally find the caution chick, and then they go and find this thing called a shade, so now no one can find her but them. And so then Nick gets a piece of that caution chick. And so then they split up into teams. And it's totally logical that the person with all of the power in the group goes with Dakota Fanning, and the person with no powers in the group goes with the caution chick. Logic. And so then Nick goes off to challenge the big boss man of the Division, and it's so awesome. It's like a Mexican showdown, except in Hong Kong, and with psychic powers. But the Force is stronger with the Division guy. So then they come up with this plan to fool everybody. So Nick writes all these things down on this piece of paper, and he like gives it to everyone, and is like, "Here you go, here you go, here you go." And then he has his mind wiped, so now nobody knows what's going on. Take that as you will. So then the lollipop girl gets smacked. So then everyone opens their letters and no one knows what's going on. And so Stitch Bitch tries to get the case to the mob, but it's not the case, because they shifted it, and it's so awesome. And then, the Division brainwashed Caution Chick. So now she thinks everything was just part of some big act. And now the Division knows where the case is, so they're gonna have this big battle right on top of this building in Hong Kong. And it's so awesome, it's like... And then Nick figures out that he has magical fist powers, so he has a magical fist fight. And then that one screamy psycho guy shows up and he's all like, "Ah!" And then he dies. And then his dad shows up and he's all like, "No!" And then he dies too. So then Nick injects himself with a wonder drug and it kills him. And the Division walks away. But then we see that it doesn't kill him and he's still alive. So then Nick and Dakota Fanning gloat over their victory, setting up for a sequel that will never come. And the movie ends with one of the best things ever of all time. The Caution Chick opens her letter that she got, and it shows pictures proving that the Division is lying to her. And so she says the best, coolest line ever. Puts the gun in your mouth and pull the trigger. And then the screen cuts to black and we just hear a gunshot and it's so awesome. And it's like, yeah, yeah, whoa, yeah. So it was good. Ugh.